I'm sure you are wondering, what is this forum all about? What do I stand to benefit? Now, one of the reasons why we put this forum together is for Nigerian youth to come together and forge a pathway that will lead to a great future for all of us. I'm sure you will agree with me that if we're waiting on the leaders to do something great for us, we will wait and wait forever. Nobody is coming to save us. Our future is in our hands. And as Nigerian students, we have a stake. We are stakeholders. Many of us have been indifferent about Nigerian economy, about Nigerian governance. It is time we participate. Now, part of what we need to start thinking is, the future is coming. Whether we are prepared for it or not, the future will come. And the most terrifying fact about this future is, I've studied the trend over the years. We're going to be in competition with the likes of the Chinese, whether you are prepared or not. We're going to be in competition with the like of the Americans, whether you are prepared for it or not. We're going to be in competition with the like of the British, and so on and so on. These people have the best tech, they have the best opportunity, they have the best education system in their country. Whether you are prepared for it or not, that future is coming. And the time is now for us to come together and forge a pathway forward. Nigerian students has been dormant for a very long time. It is time for us to be active again in Nigerian governance. Nigerian students are active during the military era, and that is one of the reasons that gave us democracy. And the moment we have democracy, Nigerian students became dormant. And that is why all these people that are ripping us off are gaining an advantage. We can no longer accommodate ignorance, because in the next 4 years, ignorance will be too expensive to maintain in this country. And there is an index that says in a couple of years, Nigeria is going to be the capital city for poverty. And I said to myself, not on my watch. Nigeria will not be regarded as the poorest country on earth. Not on my watch. Will you allow that to happen? And to cap it up, all our leaders today, the children are attending the best schools in the world. And when they finish, they're coming back to do what? To be the leaders. And what happened to you? You are at the bottom. Why? Because we're not prepared. We're not being prepared for what is coming. So this forum is for us to come together and begin to think for ourselves. Begin to fight for our own future. What do we stand to gain by being indifferent? As a student, the future of this country is in your hand. And whether you like it or not, whether you are prepared for it or not, that future will come. So where is going to be your place in the next 2 years? Where is going to be your place in the next 4 years? What are you going to be doing? We need to start putting stop to all those lapses that are causing us havoc. Why do we have to suffer ASU strike every time? Why do we have to go through epileptic power supply? Why do we have to suffer infrastructural damages? Why? You know the answer to all these whys? You need to demand what we deserve. Nigeria is not a poor country. I've said this before and I will say it again. Nigeria is not a poor country. Nigeria should not be regarded as a third world country. It's an insult on myself, it's an insult on every intellectual person in Nigeria for this country to still be regarded as a third world country. When you listen and you do the maths of all the looted funds that has been recovered in pounds sterling, in dollars, in euro, and if you are a mathematician and you put this together, there is no economy in the world that can survive the kind of tragedy that this country has survived, there is no country in the world. If you consider how much money people have taken away from Nigeria, and we still have the economy intact, we still have money in the economy, this country is massively blessed. And for us now to still remain dormant in this century, for us to be watching all that is going on and still be indifferent and be saying nothing concerns you with Nigeria, something must be wrong with you. So it's time for us to come together and forge a pathway that leads to a great Nigeria. New Nigeria is possible if we put our heads together. As a person as I am, there's a lot of limitation around me, because there's little one person can do. But you as a student, if you connect with other students all over Nigeria and you're sharing ideas and you're working together on one goal, like the saying goes, 2 good healths are better than 1. So the essence of this platform is to bring 3 good healths, 4 good healths, 1,000 good healths, 1 million good healths together and forge a pathway that will lead to prosperity for the common Nigerian. You see, all the people at the top, they're connected, irrespective of party they belong to. So if you're wasting your life and you're still following them, thinking that the future is in their hands, you're mistaken. It's time to come on, open our head, and put the heads together and work for the greater good. The future of Nigeria belongs to us. And that future begins now. What are you going to do? Where are you going to be in the next 5 years? Where are you going to be in the next 10 years? Why will you allow people that will not be around in 10 years to dictate the pace of how development will come to the country? Many of you are in school, you are struggling to pay school fees. You are living in unconducive environment. The learning environment is not even conducive enough for you to assimilate what you are learning. So how do you compete with the likes of the Chinese? By the way, economy of the Chinese are driven by youth. All the phone you are using in Nigeria today are made by youth. The economy of America are driven by youth. The likes of Facebook owners, the likes of Google owners, they are all youth. And they are part of the people that are driving economy of America. So what are you doing? So instead of being on social media tweeting and ranting, it's time to put your rant, your tweet into good use. What are we going to do to move this country forward? There's time for us to start asking good questions. Not asking those people, because 2 things I've discovered over the years about Nigerian government is this. One, is either the leaders do not have idea of what they can do to move this country forward, or number 2, they don't really care whether the country move forward or not, as long as they are gaining something. So we're not part of the governance, we're not gaining anything. If we're part of the governance, we stand to gain a lot. Being part of the governance does not mean you have to join political parties. No. But we have to be part of every policy they make. Because most of the policy they make are not favoring us. We need to be part of the policy. We need to start giving them ideas of what we deserve as a nation. It is time to be part of Nigeria. If new Nigeria will come, is in our hands. Nigerian youth, Nigerian students, the future is in your hands. So what are you going to do about it? That is the essence of this forum. And I welcome you all. My name is Taiwo Peace Oyeniyi. I'm a Nigerian youth that believes that greater Nigeria is possible. Thank you.